We're back with more yelling at Starcraft.
Yelling at Starcraft!
Lots of yelling at Starcraft. I'm Wes, I play as Weskimo.
I'm Craig, I play as Kilgore.
MasterDrew plays Acro.
Right on.
You sound sad.
I'm not sad.
Okay, good.
I'm declarative. I'm making a statement. I don't need to be all happy, like all the time.
Is it
a
statement
Yeah,
of
you should.
sadness?
No. I'm not going to end all of my sentences as though they were questions, just so that I sound happier.
Okay. Well, we have a
These
game.
guys are really happy.
This
Cheers
is
all around.
This is round 3 in a best of 3 between MasterDrew, our friend Drew, and Killer Ape, our friend Gary. And we have Gary as the pink Zerg and Drew as the blue Protoss.
On what map?
I
have no idea.
I
don't know what map this is. It's got like a weird spiral thing. Your natural is in the opposite corner from where people are.
Yeah, what the...
Your third is completely undefensible. And you have to batter down some rocks. Otherwise, your third is like gold.
So what you're saying is this map is ripe for 6-pool and not a lot else?
I don't know what this map is ripe for. It's just ripe.
Oh, I see a 10-pool coming from Gary.
No, it's not 6-pool though. So it's going to be interesting. It looks like a really short distance between the two bases.
I think it's longer
It's a lot of walking.
than you think because it's a spiral. But I don't think the Zerglings are going to have any trouble navigating it. Especially if you give them speed. So I'm going to guess like a 5-minute push with some speedlings would probably be...
Here come the lings.
Would be nice. And Gary's going to try 6-pool. Drew's going to try and have none of that.
10-pool.
Whatever. 6-pool is like
There's no gateway
a
coming.
euphemism for fast Zerg rush. I'm not using it to literally say he's going to attack at 6.
He has enough to pull him down, so I don't know why
He isn't enough to put Sepho down. Oh, holy shit! The Nexus first.
Yeah.
The 6 Zerglings here could do some.
That's why I said
damage.
aye. It's gonna be interesting. Don't look at me like that. Nobody can even see what you're looking at me like.
Yeah, this is radio.
Oh, do they have to beat down the rocks
To get out?
To go that way.
to go anyway? There's
I
no...
think this is what Gary is discovering at the moment.
Gary, you poor bastard.
Step 1, 10-pool. Step 2, realize that there are rocks trapping you in. So this map is different.
So this map is not right for 6-pooling.
Oh,
And Gary
this map
agrees.
is different. Oh, that is well put.
Yes, Gary. This map is different. And no, you've probably never
Nobody
played
has ever played it before. I think you were the first 2 people to ever play this map.
That's crazy.
It's... So, did...
Well,
At
Gary
least he
makes,
expands
he makes the right
immediately.
choice and decides to expand, seeing as he can't.
Teammates.
He gave up on the rocks. I don't
Why
know.
would you give
Yeah.
up on the rocks?
I think
Unless he's deciding to go air.
I think he's straight up gonna go for an air. He
double
throws down
gas,
the double
into
gas.
attack, or into the layer attack, rather.
I think that's his plan. And looking
I
at
attack
it,
soon.
I mean, we got a cybernetics score half done over here.
At least he's scouting. I like that he's scouting with the Overlord. Interesting that neither one of them have played the map, and yet presumably one of them chose the map.
Gary,
because-
use your fucking assimilators or extractors things. Mine gas.
He
Just
doesn't
wait,
have too
there's
good
a
now.
plan.
Yeah, he's just waiting. He doesn't have enough drones. There he goes. Now he has enough drones. He's reached critical mass. And he almost put
17?
1 on there.
17 drones, critical mass,
I guess so.
for one base?
Yeah.
I disagree.
To switch out, no, to switch out
22.
to gas.
22.
To switch to gas.
22.
Okay. There you go. You
16 for your minerals, plus another 6 for your gas.
switch- Yeah, but at what point do you take drones off the mineral line and throw them in your gas?
When you get the refiner.
Okay. Write that down, kids.
And then you time the refinery so that you can do that at a good time. And that could be at any point in the beginning of the game. But as soon as you have a refinery, if you're planning on getting gas from it, you put 3 guys into it because that's the best number on gas. I don't know what he's talking about with the Overlord. I'm assuming his Overlord that was scouting is dead now.
Because he's squad locked.
He died to
Stalker.
Stalker.
Stalkers.
I don't know where the other stalkers.
He's standing in the middle there.
Right there.
That one.
So now I think
Now is Drew walled in by anything other than these novice rocks?
no. And I think if you're on a map like this and you have units just standing around, start attacking the rocks.
Yes. Unless you have siege tanks. If you have siege tanks, you put the siege tanks behind the rocks and wait. That's called turtling. Terrans do it really, really well.
Yeah.
Zerg, I've only seen one player ever turtle as Zerg, and that was Domregu.
And he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Because
He
he's
can do
fucking
whatever the
Domregu.
fuck he wants. He's like, what, like 3-time GSL champion or something?
Yeah, he's pretty much
Pretty much. Not totally.
Meanwhile, down in the Bush Leagues, we play on novice.
Ahead of big phoenixes.
Yes.
Good call
Lots
out.
of phoenixes. Well, if you're going to be trapped in by rocks anyways,
And they are pretty
seems like a good idea.
They are pretty close by air. So
This is true. And I like the watchtowers across the middle. Given that you have such a stupid route to your opponent, it's good that there's at least a way that you can get some vision. It's sad that you need to go to Warp Prism to do it, but I think someone should have battered down these rocks by now.
or started to at least.
nonsense.
Well, if you do yours, you still haven't done your opponent's. So no matter how fast you get to yours, you still have to add on that extra equivalent amount of time to do your opponent's. Unless you both do it at the same time, in which one of your big wins. So
I'm looking at all this Phoenix and noticing within a unit stat here that knowing that your opponent can possibly not really hit you with land units very much, nobody's built an army.
I think 5 Phoenixes at this point in time is an army.
It's 5 Phoenix right now is overwhelming.
5 Phoenix versus 2 Queens. And do. We're gonna run and beat up some Overlords.
There's the mutas.
But there's the Graviton left. The Mutas are not getting involved because Mutas can't beat Phoenixes one-on-one. And they're in a worse off matchup than that. So great. Bad for Gary, I guess.
Very bad.
Especially when the single Mutas comes out as a challenge. I defy you! Slap you with the glove! The Phoenixes are like,
Unfortunately,
okay.
spore crawlers can't be picked up.
Well, crawlers cannot be picked up when they're walking.
When they're walking, they can.
Really?
I want to believe that they could. I feel like they should, but whether or not they can is yet. I don't know what it would be like to try and
Well, it would just be like
test
dropping a
Starcraft
Thor
2.
from Vedva.
Thor medevac rush. Last time I checked was a viable strategy. Step 1, factory. Step 2, starport. Step 3, medevac Thor. Drop it in the other guy's line. And the Thor just stands there and blows everything up.
There is always a measure of panic when you early game see a Thor just drop it on your base, and it's like, what in the ever-loving fuck could I possibly do about this to survive?
Kill it.
Even if you can do that,
Kill it
there's
with like
still
5
that
rushes.
there's still that measure of panic of being like, holy shit, there's a fucking Thor in my base.
Yes, you're right. That feeling passes.
That's a lot of gateways.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Does he have warp gates?
He is just about to.
Ho ho! 12-minute warp gate mark. Do you know if Gary plays random? Like, is the Zerg a
Pretty
conscious
often,
choice?
pretty often he plays
Yeah.
random.
He played random against me.
Okay. So the fact that he's playing Zerg.
I think he played random for this matchup because he went Zerg, Protest Zerg.
That seems like an interesting.
Unless he's very good at Zerg, he uses
he did win the last time he played Zerg.
Yeah.
In a game we didn't expect, to be honest.
It's true.
I don't think he even expected it.
I see a Dark Shrine. Do you see a Dark Shrine?
I see Dark
Do you
Shrine.
see a Warp Prism to go with that Dark Shrine? I see five Dark Templars on the field. Where are they? Where are they? What are they doing for us?
They're so hard to see their cloak.
They are destroying the rocks.
They took down the rocks.
Actually, these are really good for rocks, aren't they? Because they do a lot of damage.
They do a metric fuckload of damage.
But they're glass
If you're
cannons
using
because
exact
they're
scientific
invisible.
terms.
But that's not a scientific term at all.
It's exact.
Okay,
You
so
just
now
said
where
metric
are these
and
I
guys
said
going?
exact scientific term. I said metric, fuck ton.
Alright.
They're taking the long way around.
They're taking the back door. What is
They
that?
are ripping those
Oh.
rocks off.
Oh. Wow.
Blood rocks.
Well, props to Drew. That's I think a good strategy. Gary's not going to expect his rocks to be just immediately down. Not even by like regular units. And these guys are cloaked. They're cloaked motherfuckers because they wear cloaks.
Goodbye. Natural?
Yeah. Nope.
No,
Spore
sport.
crawlers.
Right.
The spore crawlers are there to defend against the void rays and the phoenixes.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Very good plan.
I feel like if those DGs split properly, they can take out all the spore crawlers, no problem, in a matter of seconds. And then what do you do?
They're just everywhere though, because he went kind of overkill with the sport crawlers.
That's fair.
So it's tough to say where they are and where they are not, because if you go into Gary's base, I see 2 or 3 on the screen.
Yeah. I also see a Nidus network, but I haven't seen a Nidus one. Perhaps the Overseer is there to facilitate that.
Well, I guess we'll find out really soon here.
Send a whole bunch of hydras.
And it looks like there's some
Yeah.
Zerglings that are standing outside of Drew's base down at the bottom there.
And these Zerglings are just about to get Zergling speed.
Down there.
Going, no, focus on the thing, Wes.
Shut up.
You're not focusing on the thing that we're thinking of. You're focusing on something else, like these hydralists who are just standing there. Meanwhile, there's destructible rocks getting destroyed
Down
right as we speak.
Downer. Downer. There you go. There. Oh, you're almost there. Keep going down.
This is no.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Too bad Drew has a pylon right there to see those destructible rocks are about to die.
Are getting destructed.
Which is fair. I mean, it's a good pylon placement. You might as well put your pylons
No.
in the remote spot so that you can see what's about to happen to you.
Now,
I'm sad that Nidus Worm has not shown up. We just have a network.
Yeah, the Nidus network has shown its face.
Maybe Gary can't afford Nidus Worm. They do cost money.
They do. Well, maybe
Oh
he's-
no.
No,
Trust
trust
funds
fund.
for everybody.
Maybe he just had another.
No, I don't know. Drew's keeping a pretty good job of keeping it under control with those
He's at 600. 700. 800. I'm just gonna keep counting. And he's at 190 supply. I feel like he should just jump to 200 and
Oh.
overwhelm his enemies with a horde of phoenixes, zealots, and archons. Yeah.
That might work. That's a lot of gold.
You think Gary knew his back door was wide open?
I don't think so.
Because he had no idea.
Would you have seen those Dark Templars ever?
No.
Are the Dark Templars still attacking? Would they ever attack?
You might have caught a glimpse of them, but it would have just been a blip on the map if you didn't attack or anything
Yeah.
like that.
So I think the biggest thing to suggest to everybody in the Starcraft tournament Bush League, bunch of scrubs, is to watch your minimap.
It's a good piece.
I feel that I don't watch my minimap enough. And you look at the pros, what do they look at all the time? Like they're hunched forward to get their face as close to the minimap as possible.
Well,
That's where the information is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You gotta know as much about your opponent as you possibly can, and that is a lot of Archon.
Zealot Archon is very powerful.
And the GPs.
Gary agrees.
Gary agrees.
No
No Nidus Worm.
Nidus Worm. Always tease. You think you feel the Nidus Worm, or you're like, no.
No.
Just no.
All right. Good game.
Good game. So who moves on in that one there? That one was that's Master Drew moving on in the tournament, right?
Yes.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
We're keeping track of that too. Write
Yeah.
that down, kids. MasterDrew moving on.
Yeah.